What's up, nerds? So, if you're watching this, I am going to do a breakdown of the first episode of Percy Jackson and the Olympians on Disney Plus. But before I get started on my breakdown and my review, I'll do my review during the breakdown, and then also I'll give all my full thoughts at the end. But I just want to say I really enjoyed this episode, and I'm going to mention it later, but I'll mention it now. I just reread the book, the first one, about I'll say a month ago maybe, and so far it's really holding true to the book. And there's one part specifically that I would like to talk about at the end, but we'll get into that in just a second. But let's get into this breakdown. All right, here we go. Percy Jackson, a 12-year-old half-blood, is on a field trip to the Metropolis Museum of Art, the Met, where he is given his sword riptide in the form of a ballpoint pen by Mr. Brunner, his Latin teacher. So far the episode starting off the way it should. I just want to say I love the Met. I've only been there once, but I love it. Also, I'll say it later on, but I don't really like how Riptide looks when it comes out of the ballpoint pen. I just don't like it. But so far, pretty good. Percy didn't mean to, but pushes Nancy Bobafett, his bully, in a water fountain. He may not have, he totally Jean Greyed her ass into that water fountain, but she deserved it. But I didn't think her bullying was really that bad. When she's all "Mommy's here, baby," all that kind of stuff. I was just I could take her. She's not very bully-esque and everything. His teacher, Mrs. Dodds, is transformed into a fury. Percy strikes her with the sword given to him by Mr. Brunner. So I just want to say the Mrs. Dodds part, even though I did like it, it wasn't as grandiose as I thought it would be. I thought there'd be a little bit more fighting. In those Percy Jackson movies, even though they're absolutely terrible, I thought there would be a little bit more action involved in that. But I did love her transformation, except I waited for her to become What's-Her-Face from Will and Grace. But when she did the thing where her wiped away and then it was just her wing and then it became her full fury, I really liked that transformation. And I did like how when he stabbed her and then she kind of, dusted away like they did at Infinity War for Avengers. But, she got snapped away, which was fine. But I just had seen it before. So I was like, it was cool. But at the same time, I'd seen it before. Upon waking up, everyone tells him there is no one by the name of Mrs. Dodds and is later kicked out of school. This part, I felt there was more in the book to this whole part because he stays at Yancey for a hot minute. They did rush it, which was fine by me. It's not like I missed anything huge, but this part was fine, except when Grover, I understand why, but at the same time, I'm like, Grover, you betrayed him. I'm like, ooh, the betrayal. I'd be like, if I was Percy, I'd be like, oh, you're catching these fists. You know what I'm saying? Percy arrives at his home where his stepfather, Gabe Ugliano, meets him. So Gabe, obviously he's supposed to be a big douche and everything, but at the same time, I'm all like, the actor did a good job in terms of being a douche, and I did they didn't have the poker game going like they did in the book, but they did have him playing poker online, which I thought was a little bit more modern update, because he did have the poker table in the back, but I never really cared for that part in the book anyway, so this part was fine. Percy and his mom, Sally Jackson, decide to go to Montauk, to their cabin. So I have to say the actress playing his mom did a good job, yo. I enjoyed her immensely. She was only on screen for a hot minute, but I thought she did a great job. And I liked that she was in the rain, just sitting in the rain, I'm not quite sure what she was doing out there and everything, but it was still nice. And then I did like her interaction with Gabe, where she was all she's like, you want those sandwiches? He's like, make sure they put the peppers on there. And she's like, you gotta ask nicely. He's like, could you have them put the peppers on? Please. And then I did like how Gabe was all make sure you take your shoes off before you get in my car. That's from the book, but I just thought it was funny. The actor did a good job delivering that line. And then the kid that plays Percy, which I'll talk about later on, he did a good job in that scene. I did like it a lot. On reaching there, his mother tells him that he is not broken and the stories about gods and monsters are real. So this part also I did enjoy. I thought that both actor and actress did a good job. I liked how she was all you are not broken. And I liked that a lot. And I thought, again, this actress did a really good job delivering those lines. I felt like she was a mom in these scenes. And I don't know if this actress is a mom in real life, but I thought that she delivered those lines very, very well. And yeah, it was pretty good. Grover arrives there and tells Sally to move Percy to the camp. So again, this part I thought was, you know, good, just normal or whatever. I'll talk about it at the end. The kid that plays, I'll talk about it at the end. On their way, Grover, Percy, and his mom are attacked by a Minotaur. So this was really good. The Minotaur attack was really great. I love how her mom, Percy's mom, how when the Minotaur gets its horn stuck in the wheel of the car. I don't remember if that was in the book. I don't think it was, but I like how she ramped up the speed and then she moved it to get the Minotaur out, and then it got hit by that truck or whatnot. I really liked that a lot. It was really, really good. His mom is vanished by the Minotaur, and Percy fights the Minotaur and wins and arrives at the camp. Again, I liked the fight. I thought that the Minotaur looked great. I liked that. I liked that it had underpants. That was great. But I did also like that the fighting sequences, even though I don't like Riptide's look, the sword part of it. It's fine. I'll survive and everything. But I liked the mom, you know, she, you know, got snapped away, and then, but it was gold, remember that. And then I did like his fight with the Minotaur. I like that he jumped on the back. I like how, you know, he stabbed it with the thing and it just kind of, you know, dusted away also, or snapped away. And it was a good fight. It was a good fight. When he wakes, Chiron is there to greet him. And that's the end of the episode, you guys. I just want to say, I thought that this was we're really good. I really liked this episode. I thought it was really good in terms of the show. I want to say that as far as the source material goes, the books, this show is keeping true to that. Doing a really good job. Like I said before, they kind of rushed some stuff and took some stuff out from that first chapter, but not enough to where it was bad. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. This episode, it was really good as far as keeping true to the source material. Also, the show, in my opinion, is beautifully shot. I thought that the color palette for some of the scenes was very good. I liked just the way it was shot. It was very, very good. You know, when it needed to be bright, it was bright. When it was dark, it was just. As far as the show, the shot, the cinematography goes, A+, in my opinion. It was very, very good. I really liked the scene with the part with Kronos. There, you know, when I was watching it, because I did wonder when I read the book about a month ago, I did wonder, how are they going to do this part with Kronos, talking to him? Is it just going to be you know, and everything? But they did it like a dream sequence, and it was very good. And as I was watching, I was like, what's going on here? And I was like, oh, that's Kronos. And it was this cloaked figure. He's on the beach and it's raining and he sees out in the ocean, but it's all foggy. And there's this cloaked figure with a lamp. And he's like, oh, run away, Half-Blood, and everything. And I was like, oh, this is good. I was very impressed with that, the way they did that. I did like it a lot. It was very good. I'm also impressed with the CGI, you know, except for Riptide. Well, I mean, the CGI on Riptide is fine, but I just don't like the way it looks. That's my biggest negative of this show. But the CGI-wise was very good. I thought, like I said before, the Fury, her transformation looked great, and I thought they did a great job with that. I also thought the Minotaur was great. That Minotaur looked great on screen. I really liked it a lot. It was great. I liked the way that they snapped and everything and went away. But the CGI was, in my opinion, for a TV show was good. So I want to talk about the acting real quick. Everybody's doing a good job acting-wise. There's only one part that I want to complain about a little bit, but, you know, I'll talk about it in just a second. But the first thing I want to talk about in terms of this goes is just this Walker Scobell. Is that his name, Walker Scobell? Yeah, that's his name, Walker Scobell. Or Scobell. Walker Scobell is doing a great job as Percy Jackson. Like when he does those voiceovers, I mean, I didn't hear Walker Scobell's voice when I read the book, but I heard a voice like that, and he did such a good job, you guys. I was very impressed with him. I liked him in that Netflix movie, and I thought before they even cast him in the show, I was like, this kid should be Percy Jackson. I tweeted it. I should have pulled it up, but I didn't. But I'm taking credit for calling it. But he does a great job. He does a great job as Percy Jackson, and this was a good pick, casting wise. He did a great job. Now I do want to talk a little bit about Aryan Simhadri as Grover. Now, for the most part, the entire episode he did a good job, except for one scene, the scene in the car, where he had the most lines. I didn't feel like he did a good job in that scene. I felt like his line delivery was a little choppy. It felt like he was reading off of a cue card, like a Saturday Night Live skit, and I was just like, you're not really holding up your end of the deal with these other two actors, buddy. But at the same time, it was just one scene, so it's not like I'm gonna be like, oh, he was bad, this whole episode. No, he was good. It's just that one scene. I didn't think he did a good job, but maybe he was having a bad day that day. You know what I'm saying? So there's definitely time for improvement. You know what I'm saying? So for the first episode, I thought it was pretty good. I enjoyed myself watching it. After just reading the book, I really was just like, wow, it's coming from page to screen really well here, and I did enjoy it a lot. You guys, I had a good time with this first episode, and I got the second episode to watch right after this. So I thought it was really good, and I really liked it. And I'm looking forward to watching the episode and the season, because I think if this show keeps up with the way that it's going so far, I think that it'll be a good season, overall good series. My only concern is just shooting it and then getting it out there, because I mean there's 5 books and there's going to be 5 seasons. They need to start filming now for season 2, because these kids ain't getting any younger. You know what I'm saying? But that's my thoughts on this, you guys, this episode. Again, I liked it. I thought they did a good job, and I can't wait for the next episode / the rest of the season. So, yeah, so hopefully you guys stick with me on this. But, yeah, tell me what you guys thought about this episode. Did you like it? Did you not like it? What was your favorite part? Who's your favorite character? What's your favorite creature from the books that you're looking forward to see that we haven't seen yet? Or is it the Minotaur or the Fury, and we've already seen it and everything? But tell me what you guys thought. Go ahead and leave all your comments in that section down below. If you like this video, go and hit that like button. I won't mind. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it. And I'll see you guys on my next Percy Jackson breakdown and review. You guys have a good day. Bye.